Welcome back to Learn English Naturally. I am so excited for our deep dive today. We're going to be talking all about electronics stores.
Yes. This will be a good one.
Yeah, you know how it is when you walk into an electronics store and you're like surrounded by all these cool gadgets. You just want to be able to talk about them.
Totally. I mean, for a lot of people, it's like their happy place.
Oh, for sure. But sometimes the language can be a bit of a barrier. You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
I think we've all had that experience where we want to ask about something specific or compare different models, and we just don't know the right words to say.
Exactly. We don't want to end up just pointing and grunting.
Right.
So today we're going to give you all the vocabulary and phrases you need to navigate that electronics store like a pro.
Absolutely.
And yeah, but we'll be focusing on clear pronunciation too, so you can be understood.
Yeah, that's key.
Okay, so let's kick things off with some of the essential words you'll come across.
Sounds good.
How about laptop? That's a pretty common one.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Say it with me, everyone. Laptop. It's his laptop.
You got it. It's stop sap.
That first syllable lap, it's like when you sit down, and then top is pretty straightforward.
Makes sense.
And then, of course, we have our trusty smartphone that start Vanzelboo.
Can't live without him these days.
Right. Okay, so smart, like clever. And then phone. Should use that phone.
Easy peasy.
And what about those things we use to listen to music and podcasts?
Headphones.
Headphones, exactly. Head like the top of your body and phones like you're listening to someone.
Headphones. Simple.
And we always need a charger for them.
Especially nowadays, it feels like.
Right. Did you hear that jar sound?
I did.
And speaking of charging, we all know how important battery life lasts. You know how long our devices can last before needing a recharge?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, so we've got batteries bright, Janai with that double test sound, and then life. That's the life.
Yeah.
Now this next two's become pretty standard on most devices. It's the touchscreen screens.
I remember when touchscreens were like brand new tech. It's crazy to think about how quickly things have changed.
I know, right? Okay, so it's touch like when you use your fingers and then screen the part you look at. Screens.
I feel like I'm back in school.
Me too. Now let's talk about something really important, especially when you're spending a good chunk of change.
The warranty.
The warranty. The warranty is exactly. This is like that golden ticket that protects you if your new gadget decides to act up.
Yeah, you definitely don't want to skip over that.
Right. Listen to that stress on the first syllable war. Tells you simple way.
Court war. Now we have to know better.
And everyone loves a good deal, right? So let's not forget discount sexiness.
Oh, yes, please.
Okay, so that's in discount. Remember, it sounds like it ends, not as empty.
Oh, yes, please.
Okay, so sometimes you walk into the store and they don't have exactly what you're looking for.
Happens all the time.
I know, right? They might tell you it's out of stock. They're just Drayden words.
I know. So out of stock, they're pretty simple on their own, but listen to how they sound together.
Supposed to do is, okay, got it.
Now let's move on to some other useful terms. How about the USB K.BL? That's something we use all the time to connect our devices.
Oh, time.
We usually pronounce USBs as individual letters, L.BL.
Okay.
And of course, these days, a lot of devices are wirelesses or dotways, .Elatorns, meaning no cables.
The dream.
Right, that word sounds like the word fire, and so are .Elatorn.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And when we talk about wireless, we often hear about Bluetooth, Jacques Steph.
Bluetooth.
Yeah, it's that technology that lets our devices talk to each other without those pesky wires.
Oh, I love Bluetooth. So convenient.
So we've covered some of the key vocabulary. Now let's get into some practical phrases you can actually use in the store.
Okay, that's what I'm talking about. So let's say you're looking for a specific model. What's a simple question you can ask?
Let me think. Maybe something like, do you have this model in stock?
Perfect. Do you have this model in stock?
Straight to the point.
Exactly. And notice that little rise in your voice at the end because it's a question.
Right.
Now, let's say you're trying to decide between a couple of different options.
Oh, this is always a tough one for me.
I know, right? So many choices. But a really helpful phrase you can use is, what's the difference between these two models?
Yeah, that's a good one. What's the difference between these two models? It's like you're saying, hey, lay it on me. What makes these things different?
Exactly. And pay attention to that contraction. It's short for what is.
Okay, good tip.
Now, remember we were talking about the warranty earlier. Super important. So when you're buying something like a new phone or laptop, you'll definitely want to ask, does this come with a warranty?
For sure. I always ask that. Does this come with a warranty?
Good. And again, your voice goes up at the end because it's a question. Gotcha. And another crucial question, especially for devices like phones and computers, is about storage space.
Oh, yeah.
So you could ask, how much storage does this phone have? Or how much storage does this laptop have?
That makes sense. You don't want to run out of space.
Exactly. And usually the stress is on the word much. How much storage?
How much storage?
Now let's talk about everyone's favorite topic, saving money.
Ooh, yes, please.
So don't be shy about asking about discounts.
Yeah.
You could say something like, is there a discount on this item?
Love that. Is there a discount on this item?
Sometimes just asking can save you a few bucks.
Totally worth it.
And if you've seen the same item for a lower price somewhere else, you can always ask, do you offer a price match?
Ah, the price match. That's a good one. Do you offer a price match?
Sometimes you really want to get a feel for a device before you commit to buying it right.
Oh, yeah, especially for headphones.
Headphones for sure. Or even a new phone.
Yeah, you want to make sure it feels good in your hand.
Exactly. So don't hesitate to ask, can I test this device before buying it?
Can I test this device before buying it? I mean, that's a pretty reasonable request, right?
Totally. And it shows that you're a serious buyer.
Yeah.
Now, remember we talked about the return policy.
Mm-hmm.
It's always good to know the rules in case you change your mind about a purchase.
Absolutely.
So make sure you ask, what's the return policy?
What's the return policy? That could save you a lot of hassle down the road.
For sure. And that word policy, it has that I sound like and sit. Justthis.hill.se.
Benizthis.hell.se. Okay, got it.
Now, when you're buying a new gadget, you often need other things to go with it. Right?
Oh, yeah, like accessories.
Exactly. Accessories. So a useful question is, do you sell accessories for this product?
Do you sell accessories for this product? I always forget to ask that, and then I have to make a separate trip.
I know, it's so annoying. Okay, so for example, for a phone, you might need a case or a screen protector. And that word accessories, remember it has that double C, but it sounds like an X.
I guess.
Ix's canches, your ACAS is in.
Okay, so you've asked all your questions. You found the perfect device. Now what?
Time to seal the deal.
You got it. And a simple and clear way to do that is to say, I'll take this one, please.
I'll take this one, please. Short and sweet.
Exactly. And that, I'll remember, it's a contraction of I will.
Okay.
Okay, so now it's time to pay. What's a common question you might ask?
How about, do you accept credit cards?
Perfect. Do you accept credit cards?
I feel like I'm getting the hang of this.
You are. And listen to how we pronounce accept with that K sound. And if it's a larger purchase, you might want to ask about paying over time.
Oh, yeah. Can I pay in installments?
Yes. Can I pay in installments? And installments means you're paying in smaller amounts over a period of time.
Grinch. Okay, that's good to know. Grinch and cents. Now, once you've paid, what's that one thing you always want to make sure you get?
The receipt.
The receipt. Exactly. So just say, I need a receipt, please.
I need a receipt, please. I always feel like I'm being demanding when I ask for that, but it's so important.
It is. It's your proof of purchase in case you need to return or exchange the item.
Right.
And that seat part, it sounds like seat.
Where's those things? Okay, now for pricier electronics, you might want to consider getting some extra protection.
Like an extended warranty.
Exactly. An extended warranty. So you can ask, can I get an extended warranty?
Can I get an extended warranty?
Yeah.
And that basically means a longer warranty.
Right, that's what extended means.
Yeah.
Resistant.det.
Resistant.det.
Okay.
Now, let's say you've bought something and it's not working properly.
Uh-oh.
It happens.
Yeah, unfortunately.
So it's important to know how to ask for help. And a common issue with phones is charging.
Yep.
So you could say, my phone isn't charging. What should I do?
My phone isn't charging. What should I do?
And isn't, remember, that's a contraction of is not. Okay, so if your device has a problem, you'll want to know if they can fix it. So you can ask, do you offer repairs?
Do you offer repairs? That's a good one.
Repairs basically means fixing something that's broken.
Reparents.
Reparents. Got it.
Okay, now sometimes setting up a new device can be a bit complicated.
Yeah, especially if you're not super techie.
I know. So don't be afraid to ask for help. You can simply say, can you help me set up my new device?
Can you help me set up my new device?
Mm-hmm.
I usually just struggle with it for hours until I finally give in and ask for help.
I've been there.
Yeah.
But most stores are happy to help, especially if you've just bought something from them.
Yeah, that's true.
Now, let's say you have an older device that's not working well.
Okay.
Like maybe your computer's running really slowly.
Happens to the best of us.
I know. So you can describe the problem by saying, my laptop is running very slow. Can you check it?
My laptop is running very slow. Can you check it? that gives them a good starting point. All right, so just to recap some of those key phrases. When you're looking for something, remember to ask, do you have this in stock?
And when you're comparing different items, just ask, what's the difference?
Always ask, does this come with a warranty? Before you buy anything.
And make sure you understand what's the return policy.
When you're ready to buy, just say, I'll take this one, please.
And don't forget to ask for your receipt.
If you have any problems with a device, remember that phrase, my device isn't working. Can you help?
That's a good one.
Just fill in the blank with the name of the device.
Simple.
Okay, now before we wrap up, let's go over some final tips to keep in mind when you're shopping for electronics.
Okay, I'm all ears.
So first things first, always ask about both the warranty and the return policy before you buy anything.
Yes, 100%. That's your safety net right there.
Exactly. It protects you if something goes wrong or you change your mind.
Good point.
And when you're asking for recommendations from the sales staff, try to be as specific as possible about what you need the device for.
Oh, that's a really good tip. That way they can point you in the right direction.
Exactly. Now, if you hear any technical words that you don't understand, don't be afraid to ask for a simpler explanation.
Yeah, no shame in that.
It's important that you understand what you're buying.
Absolutely.
And finally, this might seem obvious, but always keep your receipt in a safe place.
You never know when you might need it.
Exactly. Okay, so I think we've covered just about everything.
Yeah, I feel much more prepared to tackle that electronics store now.
Me too. I hope our listeners do too.
So what other situations do you think it would be helpful to learn English for?
Ooh, that's a good question.
Yeah.
Let us know in the comments.
We'd love to hear from you.
So we've come to the end of our deep dive into English at the electronics store.
Time flies when you're having fun.
It really does. And we really hope this has been helpful for you.
Yeah, we've tried to break everything down in a clear and simple way so you can feel more confident using English in this everyday situation.
Absolutely. So thank you for joining us on Learn English Naturally.
And if you enjoyed this lesson and you want to keep improving your English in a fun and natural way, make sure to subscribe to our show.
And don't forget to tune in for our next episode. We'll be back with more practical English lessons to help you navigate the world around you.
See you next time.
Bye, everyone.